Tick tock, tick tock. You're running out of time. It's not that we can't do it. It's just that we're running out of time. So whatever it is you choose to do, choose wisely. Because we won't be able to take back the time. But the construct of time is that it's our guide. If we had all the time in the world, then we'd do everything and become everything. But the truth is, we're limited. And that limitation actually frees us. It frees us to focus on that one thing instead of focusing on all the different multitudes of what life has to offer us. Being constantly distracted by the pull of everything which surrounds us and learning from those experiences what brings us the ultimate happiness for the shortest amount of time, to make our very existence worthwhile somehow. And ultimately, that's what time forces us to do, if we're smart about it. It forces us to adhere to the rules of time, so we may never be washed away by changes. So time is actually a lens in which we get to see our destiny, to look at the things that actually matters rather than to be distracted by the things that don't. It's a construct of perspective, whereas if we never had the boundaries of time, we would wander aimlessly throughout life. So our limits, in a sense, is actually what makes us greater, because the design of time is to segregate and separate the things which we like to the things that we don't like, to the things which completes us and to the things which shatters us, to those that give from those that take. That is the ultimate construct of time, to delineate our purpose so that we can fulfill our design. Time is given to us in accordance to our design. But if our time was limited to, let's say, 30 years, then perhaps our design was to create some sort of great impact. And if our time was 100 years, then perhaps our design was to help and nourish further generations. Who knows? We don't know. But ultimately, our time here on earth is determined by our design in which we were created for. So it teaches us to do the things that we like and spend our time better. That's why when we do get older, we become wiser with it. The use of our time is seldomly wasted in maturity. We don't tend to waste it as much as we did in our youth, because we're experienced now. We understand what we like, and that's where we spend our time in. Of course, it's important to experience the good things, to be wasteful, to be prodigal with our time. We learn more from our own mistakes than we do from the teachings of others. And unfortunately, that's just the way the human brain is wired. But it's imperative that we acknowledge that this time is not eternal. We don't get to live here for that long, and that it's limited. So that, yes, you may be able to live as freely as you can. At certain times, be wasteful with your time. Be generous with yourself and allow yourself some space. But also know that we're running out of it. So don't waste too much, because before you know it, it's too late. And sometimes life is very hard to catch up to when you've lost too much of yourself already. I know time can seem like a calculated facet of life, but in reality, is that our time is built only by the moments we live in, not calculable by the seconds or the minutes in a clock, because the hands of time has no hold in the life within. The memories we collect are the only thing that stands the test of time, and it will always escape our grasp when we spend our time chasing it. We will never understand the meaning of existence if this is the path we take, but the moment you accept the inexplicable is the moment you understand the reason to your being. Life was never meant to be understood. It is too short to comprehend in a single lifetime. Honestly, it is way too much in it to be grasped just one person in one lifetime. To compress in a single existence is too much. So what therefore is the meaning of it? Well, you have to find your purpose. For in that purpose, you will see the true meaning of everything that life has to offer in that one thing that is designed specifically for you. Because even if we spend an eternity in search of what we're looking for, we will soon find that everything that we looked for were found in this very moment. And that somehow, by the knowledge of the universe, we are precisely where we ever wanted to be. That if given the choice of 1,000,000 lifetimes, our divine consciousness would have chose this exact moment. And it's coming to that realization which haunts our present, that if we only uncover the veil of time shrouding us, we will discover that eternity itself lies within us. But don't fret, because time can be forgiving, especially to those willing to make amends of their past. So as long as you are learning from your mistakes and growing towards the betterment of yourself, life will present you an opportunity to make things right, as long as you don't waste them, because the company of lost time are the missed opportunities of life. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and this is another episode of Art of the Soul. Hope you like this video and subscribe for more.